Welcome back, everybody, to Altcoin Daily. This is a video that you do not want to miss. Of course, the reason why you subscribe to this channel is because on a daily basis, we break down everything going on in the cryptocurrency space. We make this whole market easy to understand. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and cryptocurrency are going through a massive supply shock. There is so much to look forward to for the rest of this year and for the rest of this decade. Make sure you watch the entire video. And again, there is a supply shock going on that most people do not realize. 54% of the circulating supply of Bitcoin has not moved in over a year. This is confidence in the network. This is confidence that Bitcoin is about to get a whole lot bigger. More and more hodlers are buying Bitcoin. This is on-chain data. This is indisputable. Even when the price crashed, there's a massive culture of buying for the long term that's leading to a supply crunch. And this is what the data shows. This is the culture. This is what the data shows. In fact, Bitcoin has seen a resurgence in active entities. Bitcoin has seen a resurgence. You can think of this as active users over the past week rising from 30% from 250,000 per day to 325,000 active users per day. In fact, these numbers we haven't seen since Bitcoin was around 11.3K Q2 of 2020. What makes the last 8, now 9, now 10 consecutive days even more special, very special, from an on-chain perspective, is that everybody is buying, from shrimps to whales. We've not seen a pattern like this looking back 10 years, and that is why I say this is wonderful, and there's a massive supply shock. My friends, Bitcoin will be sitting on balance sheets for cities, for states, for governments, for companies, small businesses, big businesses. Bitcoin will be core to big tech innovation. I'm talking Amazon, Apple, Facebook. They're all going to use it. They're all going to integrate with it. And to explain this, I love Michael Saylor explained just this on Bloomberg the other day. Watch this. This is the future.
We can see Bitcoin sitting on the balance sheets of cities, states, governments, companies, small investors, big investors. And ultimately, we think Bitcoin is going to be the core to big tech innovation at Apple, Amazon, and Facebook. So we just want to be holding the Bitcoin. There's never going to be more than 21 million of them. And we think that every investor and every company and every government on earth can benefit from Bitcoin.
Walk me through how you see that innovation at big tech companies around Bitcoin happening.
At what rate did you say?
Walk me through how you see that innovation happening at those companies that you mentioned. I mean, Facebook, of course, tried to do Libra, didn't work out so well.
Yeah, so let's take examples of Square and PayPal right now. And even Robinhood. For the next 65 and a half hours, you can't trade equity and you can't get banking services and you can't sell your real estate. You probably can't trade in gold either. What you can do is trade in crypto. And so Bitcoin in particular is something that everybody can get to 24/7, 365. And that's driving a lot of demand to integrate. I think that you're also going to see that Bitcoin is an international trust network. And so for companies like Twitter and Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, they have issues with spam and cybersecurity. And one of the best ways for them to eliminate spam and to upgrade cybersecurity is to integrate with Bitcoin and especially the Lightning Network in order to create higher levels of creditworthiness and trust with all of the cyber counterparties that are trading on their platforms.
Well, so of course, Jack Dorsey is making a big bet on crypto and Bitcoin with Square. And of course, he's also talked about how Bitcoin could be integrated into the Twitter platform. That said, there's also this view that, the rise of the blockchain and cryptocurrency is a threat to centralized networks like Twitter. How do you square that?
Well, I think that Bitcoin is the solution to cybersecurity at Facebook and Twitter and Google. And if you wanted to improve the quality of the user experience, then you need to have skin in the game. And so Bitcoin provides skin in the game for all of the interactors in the cyber environment. I think that Jack understands that, and that's why he's enthusiastic about Bitcoin being integrated into Twitter. And I think that you're going to see other big tech networks like Facebook and Apple and Google and Amazon realize that the killer app is cybersecurity integrated into an international trust network.
This is great perspective. And the fact is, because we are not at a point where Amazon, Apple, Google, or Facebook is doing this yet, because we are still early. Bitcoin is only 12 years old. Ethereum is only 6 years old. And this is going to happen in waves. Smaller businesses first, then mid-sized businesses, then big businesses. In fact, the big news of the week is Robinhood IPOing and really making a big step into Bitcoin, into cryptocurrency. To talk about the significance of this, let's let Michael Saylor talk about why Robinhood getting into crypto is such a big deal.
Interesting. What do you make, I know you were following Robinhood's IPO. What do you make of Robinhood becoming a bigger player in crypto? You know, obviously they've talked about wanting to expand beyond trading, crypto transactions becoming a bigger piece of the pie. They mentioned Doge in their risk factors because, a significant amount of the transactions in crypto on Robinhood involve Dogecoin. What's your take on them becoming more involved in this space?
Well, Crypto.com put out a survey this week where they actually showed that the number of users in the crypto world went from 100 million to 200 million in 4 months. And the number of Bitcoin users has surged to 114 million. And they're adding 2 million Bitcoin users a week. So this is clearly where the excitement is and where the traffic is. And since Robinhood wants to reach out and be engaged with as many people as possible, the only option you have for engagement for the next, 50 hours is Bitcoin or some kind of cryptocurrency. And of course, Bitcoin is the risk-off king of all the cryptocurrencies. So for Robinhood, it makes total sense that they would want to drive that hard.
By the way, guys, if you're Altcoin Daily fans, if you appreciate our content, if you want to support the channel, get some Altcoin Daily merch. I love the mugs. I love the t-shirts. I like the socks. Honestly, I'd get a mug. I'd get a t-shirt. This is great swag. I've seen some of you wear it. If you tweet your merch at us, we will retweet you. Also, if you want to support the channel, we just added this thanks button. It's like a super chat only for produced videos. Always appreciate the support, my friends. It's time in the market. It's not timing the market. There is some of my Bitcoin that I'm not going to sell for 10 plus years. Just the way this appreciates, just the fact we are so early. Bitcoin 12 years old, Ethereum 6 years old. Michael Saylor is asked the question again. So you're really holding all of this Bitcoin for 10 years. Listen to what he says.
Now, I know you've talked about 10 years, but when might MicroStrategy sell some of its Bitcoin to realize these paper gains? Are you saying you won't do that for 10 years, or could that happen sooner?
Yeah, Bitcoin is not really a trading strategy. People joke it's an exit strategy. What we want to hold is a form of non-sovereign store of value forever. So it's like I had $1 billion and I want to give it to my great-grandchildren. I'm either going to buy land, or I'm going to buy gold, or I'm going to buy some other tangible property. Bitcoin's digital property. And so if I buy $1 billion of Bitcoin, there's no reason why I wouldn't be holding it 100 years from now. I took a survey. The average Twitter follower thinks it's going to last 3,500 years. Nobody's in a hurry with Bitcoin. We're thinking that it's the future of property.
It still amazes me. The market was so ultra negative exactly 1 week ago. You remember this, right? The price of Bitcoin was hovering around $31,000. We had that event with Elon Musk. A lot of people were expecting Bitcoin to drop to 20,000. And now, while Bitcoin's at 40,000, the expectations are that Bitcoin will see 100K plus. Markets, right? I'm glad that our community is smarter than the average person in the market, because again, it's crazy that crypto Twitter was like this just 12 days ago.
I have never been more alone. I have nothing. No one. All right, it's all gone.
Let's talk about Ethereum. Ethereum, to me, is looking ultra bullish. And it's interesting that the mainstream media seems to love Ethereum. That's interesting to me. But as an Ethereum holder, I really like this because often the mainstream media gives crypto a bad rap. Ethereum will soon undergo a major software upgrade, codenamed London, that could potentially boost the coin's price. This is awesome. It's cool to see them bullish, and I happen to agree with a lot of what they say. There's a lot coming up for ETH, which is going to make it very scarce. Staking, 6.4 million ETH locked in staking for 8 months, in the past 8 months. DeFi, 9.8 million ETH in the last 3 years and 8 months. Burning activates in a matter of days. So we've gone over this on the channel plenty of times. Ultra bullish on ETH. NFTs, we reported to you the other day that CryptoPunks were going, there was a run on CryptoPunks with 3 Arrow Capital and other entities just buying up hundreds of CryptoPunks. And when you start to look at the data for NFTs in general, the numbers don't lie. I mean, it seems like we're in NFT summer. OpenSea monthly NFTs sold has never been higher. NFTs have not seen a dip. So, obviously, I'm really bullish. We continue to see the dominoes fall. This is awesome. Wealthfront adds Grayscale's Bitcoin and Ethereum shares. What does this mean? Well, Wealthfront, a California-based investment firm with 25 billion assets under management, will give customers exposure to Bitcoin and ETH via Grayscale's trust shares. The financial services firm announced the update Thursday. Customers will be allowed a maximum of 10% combined allocated in GBTC and ETHE shares based on their preference. This is how it starts. Wealthfront provides personal and automated investment portfolios for individuals based on their risk appetite and income tax liabilities. It offers investments in stocks, commodities, and various other financial products for a taxed balanced portfolio. And now they're adding Bitcoin and Ethereum. The dominoes are falling. Final piece of news, 1inch Foundation. So 1inch is basically like a Uniswap. It's kind of an aggregator for all decentralized exchanges to get you the best rate. Anyway, 1inch Foundation plans to distribute 10 million tokens to compensate for gas costs. Only users who stake 100,000 1inch or more will receive a full refund for their gas fees. Do you understand this? Let's talk about this. The nonprofit arm of the decentralized exchange aggregator 1inch plans to give away more than 23 million to users starting September 1st. They're basically kind of changing their tokenomics and rewarding people who stake, which if you stake, obviously you're not going to sell anytime soon and you become a participant in the network. In an announcement on Tuesday, the 1inch Foundation said it would begin distributing 10 million to its native 1inch in an effort to refund gas costs for users who stake the token. So they're giving the gas fees back to stakers. Foundation intends to issue monthly refunds for those who stake the token anytime between the first swap in a given month and the day it distributes 1inch. So it's like on a month-to-month basis. The project said the original idea for such a program came from community members via the 1inch network's governance forum. So governance token holders participated in this, it sounds like. What an exciting time to be in crypto. Give me your thoughts in the comments below. See you tomorrow.